hear me? Hello ครับ Good afternoon คุณวรรณปราง Can you hear me ครับไม่ได้ยินเสียงครับฮัลโหลครับได้ยินเสียงไหมครับสวัสดีครับโอเคท่านผู้ช่วยโจสวัสดีครับได้ยินเสียงนะครับ
ครับสวัสดีครับโอเค Good afternoon Okay, test. Everybody can hear me. Yes.
Yes we can hear you
Okay,
you can
thank you.
device thank you very much okay
From on the BR, can you hear us?
Yes we can hear you thank you very much
Thank you.
Yes okay good afternoon ladies and gentlemen Did you hear me? Yes, okay. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great opportunity to see each other today for joining the webinar on the future of the water in ASEAN from strategy to innovation. Yesterday, we would like to hear your voice. You can text us where are you from and from which country as well. Normally, we have to say thank you for all of the audience as well that joining us. It is a great opportunity to share some knowledge, share some your perspective. That after this around 1 hour and a half, we will hear about the important and informative dialogue from the representative from Thailand, including the from Philippines as well. It's okay to share that where are you from which country, so we can see from the chat as well. Okay, thank you very much. Yes, okay, during this time for 1 hour and a half, we will enjoy very informative and very important dialogue from the representative of each organization. This is one of the very important moments that kick off for the Thai Water Forum that we will hold on July from 1 to the 3rd at Queen Sirikit. It is very important that it is the 10-year anniversary of Thai Water. That is one of the big impact for the water network in Thailand. Normally, before starting, I would like to acknowledge the organization who organized this moment, that is Informa Market, Faculty of Engineering, Chulalongkorn University, Thai Water Association or TWWA, Thai Hydrologists Association, THA, including Thailand Environment Institute or TEI. Yes, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mr. Thatsit Sukunpong, the Director of International Cooperation Division from MWA, Metropolitan Water Works Authorities of Thailand, the Interior, the Ministry of Interior, the representative from the Thai Water Works Association or TWWA. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome all of delegation and all of the audience to join the webinar on the future of water in ASEAN from the strategy to the innovation. First of all, I have to express the success of the ASEAN Water 2026 in Kuala Lumpur in the first week of April. In that time is very one of the important time that our water network in ASEAN can share the knowledge and can share the important dialogue together. So why today we are coming to join and share the knowledge together as well, because we would like to kick off the very important issue for the Water Forum on 1, 2, 3 on July of this July at Queen Sirikit. So I would like to welcome all of you to join this session as well. Okay, before starting, I would like to tell you for the whole schedule that we will move together. Okay, the first, we would like to welcome the speech from the Informa and including some overall of the Thai Water from Kun Wannapran Pattanu Thai. Kun Wannapran, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good afternoon, everyone.
Yes, thank you very much. And after that, we will starting from to hear the policy and direction in case of the Thailand case study from Kun Lertpan Sukyiran. Can you hear me, Mr. Lertpan?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Wow, fantastic. Thank you very much. And then we will hear the lesson learned from the regional infrastructure, the big impact from Philippines. Mr. Dexter Buyan, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good afternoon, everyone.
Wow, fantastic. Thank you very much. And the end, we will hear and listen for the perspective of the industrial user voice, the case study from Thailand. That is Mr. Sumethi Charanwongmit. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you. Good
Wow.
everyone.
Okay, thank you very much. Fantastic. Okay, before starting, right, today we have three mains of the context and dialogue that we will share to each other together. But just like I mentioned that the most important thing that we will focus, right, this is the kickoff for the 10th anniversary year of the Thai Water. I would like to welcome the senior event manager from Informa Market Thailand, Miss Wannapan Pattanu to deliver the welcome speech. Please welcome.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tassis, for the introductions and also some of the recap from our Success Asia Water in the beginning of this month. So good afternoon, everyone. So the guests, the speakers, and also the participants so across the ASEAN. So my name is Wannapan Pattanothai, and I'm the Senior Event Manager at the Informa Market in Thailand. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to today's webinars on the futures of water in ASEAN, from strategies to the innovation. So today's the water is no longer just an environmental issue, but it's also the strategic priorities for governments, industry, and also the communities across ASEAN. So with increasing challenges from such like climate change, the urbanizations, or the industrial demand, the question is no longer if we act, but it's how fast we can implement the real solutions. So that is why today's sessions and the webinar is very important. So we are bringing together policy leaders, infrastructures, and the experts and the industry voice to share not only just strategies, but also the practicals, the actions, the insight to shaping the future of water in our regions. So, but beyond today's discussion, so I would like to introduce you to something bigger. Is the platform where these ideas don't just stay in our webinar as a conversation, but they turn into the real business, the partnership, and also the innovations. So at the Thai Water Expo, we are the regional's leading exhibition and conference dedicated to water resource management and also for the wastewater technologies. So it will be taking place from 1st to 3rd of July 2026 at the QSNCC at the center of Bangkok, Thailand. So this event is where the entire water ecosystem that's come together, from policymakers and the utilities to industrial users, engineers, and also technologies providers. So what makes Thai Water Expo is truly unique and why you should not miss it is this is not just an exhibition. It is a complete platform for water industry. So at the event, so you will also meet the comprehensive range of exhibitor covering the entire of water ecosystems, from water and wastewater management solutions to treatment technologies and infrastructure, as well as the smart automations and AI, digital and water system, including like engineering services and also consultancy. So this to ensure that whatever your challenge or your business is need, you will find the right solutions and current partners or future partner all in just one place. So you will experience the end-to-end solutions, the real industry applications, and the high value of business matching either is with the private sectors or the government sector. And the most importantly is the insights of water management that we'll be sharing through our conference. So in addition, the events feature dedicated zones and activities such as the Water Forums is where the global expert that share strategic insight. All the party that our moderator mentioned at the beginning will be sharing the insights through this Water Forum. We have engineering consulting clinic, which is offer the practical solutions and the real challenges that all the engineer people can meet our organizations and discuss with their issues. So the Green Fund Corner will be connecting you with the financial support for the sustainable project. And of course, there is the Innovation Hub for showcase the smart water system and the cutting edge technology. So whether you are in a policy shaping national strategies or industrial players managing water demand or technology provider to driving these innovations, So the Thai Water is where you need to be. So I would like to personally invite all of you to join us in Bangkok in this July. So this is the opportunity for you to discover new technologies, build a meaningful partnership, and stay tuned ahead to one of the most critical industry of our time. And of course, we built this platform at the water communities. All the speakers that we have with us today, they are our partner. They are our speaker deliver the valuable insight today, and also will be carried to the events in Thai Water Expo as well. So once again, I would like to thank you for being with us today. And if you're interested to join the exhibition, so the registration is now open. So please scan here and visit our website. So I hope this webinar will provide you with some insight and looking forward to welcome you in person in Thai Water Expo 2026. So now I would like to hand over back to the moderators to starting the session with our speakers today. Thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you very much, Kun Wannapan. I love your context that you said that is now fast. We can move from the strategy into the real implementation. Yes, that is one of the very important thing. What happened? Okay. So it is not only the opportunity, but it is the most opportunity to share the networking together as well. I just want to share some very good memory thing that is the networking in the last year. That was the year that we can keep in touch and can update many crucial and can update the status from each country and the networking as well. Kun Pan, would you like to share something for the networking in this session?
Yes, because in formal markets, we have our water event series around the ASEAN countries. So of course, we bring the partners to join at the networking as well. So it's an opportunity to connect, not just in Thailand, but also in the ASEAN regions. Either it's from the research institute, the government, the state enterprise, also the association that gather the company that doing the innovation related to water management and the water resource. Yeah, it would be fun joining the community of water peoples once in a year in Thailand that we have this event.
That would be fun, but it's very fun. I'm very enjoy and very appreciate for the good memory in that time. And especially for one of the keywords in this year, that is the AI, how to implement the AI for using and integrating for using in the water section. So I would like to invite all of the audience to join and welcome to Thailand to visit the 10th year anniversary of the Thai Water Forum. Okay, thank you very much, Kun Pran ครับผม
Thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you very much. Okay. Yes. And next, I would like to welcome all of you starting the famous and very important dialogue because today we have the keyword of the future of water in ASEAN. So from the strategy to innovation, before starting, I would like to mention you how the policy can be implemented in the big picture. So it is great opportunity for us to hear for the Thai case study from the Office of Natural Water Resources, starting first from the senior event manager, from the director of the River Basin Management Division, the Office of Natural Water Resources, or ONWR. I would like to welcome you to hear the presentation on the policy and the direction, Thailand Water Resources Management Strategy, and the regional connectivity. Please welcome Mr. เลิศพันธ์สุขหิรัน
สวัสดีครับ Thank you for introduction. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So my talk today is consists of 3 parts. As you can see from the figure, introduction to Office of the National Water Resources, principle of the National Water Resource Management, and the last one is the seasonal water resource management, water monitoring, forecasting, and warning. Next, please. So ONWR is the directly under to the Prime Minister, which designed to the Deputy Prime Minister. We are policy maker and regulator concerning integrated national water resource management of the nation. We were established in 2017 with the main mission for formulate water policy, oversee water project, covering, approving on water project, and giving the budget recommendation for further approval by Bureau of Budget. We are working with more than 50 water-related agencies nationally and also coordinating with other countries and organizations through our own bilateral and multilateral cooperations. I would then go to the second part on principle, the national water resource management. The principle of the water resource management in Thailand is structured upon three foundation pillars. The first one is the Act or law, specifically the Water Resource Act, which established in 2018. The pillar 2 is the organization which integrate over 50 relevant agencies at the national, river, basin, and local levels. Pillar 3, the last one, is the master plan, which is the 20-year water resource management plan. I will elaborate on each of these pillars in sequence. Next, please. Thailand has our One Water Resource Act in 2018. The Act established the National Water Resource Commission, and on we are served as the Secretary of the Commission. By this, we are responsible for the formulate the 20-year water resource master plan, which is direct and integrated water agency into one direction. The master plan lasts for 20 years but need to revision every 5 years. But the first revision was effective from the 2023 onward. The master plan is composing of 5 strategic areas. There have been some gaps since the initial master plan, so the government must fulfill those gaps with the investment as described in green text. For example, strategy area number 3 of flood management, we need to achieve climate resilience, but our current challenge is how to reduce impact to our citizens while keeping economic loss and damage as low as possible. What is needed is the digital technology and effective early warning system, community-based flood management, as well as the combination of clean and gray infrastructure. To implement the master plan, OnViewer does not work alone. We are networked with the water-related agency from upstream and to downstream. However, there are some areas that Thailand lag behind. Looking to the SDG number 6 status reported to the UN, we are facing with the water quality problem as well as water use efficiency, particularly in agricultural sector, which also linking to the marketing and trading systems. Some key main challenge to be named and presented on the screen. We are encountering with the high non-revenue water from water work supply system, rising water demand, water obstruction wide settlement in the floodplain areas, and encroaching on the upstream forest, untreated wastewater from both point and non-point source, and the lack of the advanced technology adoption in water management. To maintain competitiveness, there are many water infrastructure and effective DSS that we must invest and improve under the 20-year water master plan. Of course, there must be room for flexibility and policy design. Due to uncertainty like international conflict and war, climate change, AI technology, as well as global economics policy, OnWR collabs with the Office of the National Economics and Social Development to update the direction for the water sector. Major movement will be on the construction of distribution system, data sharing, and innovative forecasting system by AI, optimization of water allocation, as well as eco-friendly treatment system. Just a quick look on the policy statement on the Parliament delivered by Prime Minister on 9 April 2026. They said the water sector direction will move towards systematic management and disaster prevention while conserving and utilizing in the balanced and sustainable manner. I would then move to the last part of the presentation. Thailand water management is divided into wet season. It starts by the May to October, and the dry season will start from the November to April next year. through the east coast of the south follow the different time. This is very important calendar that Thailand use for the water management. The ONWR work closely with the relevant agency, which is about the 50, gather and analyze data, plan water allocation, and establish measure to prevent and mitigate water problem for both seasons. This slide is highlight the 9 key countermeasures implemented during the previous wet season to prevent the mitigate flooding. And currently, 8 measures are being enforced for the dry season, covering supply, demand, and management aspect. The ONWR related agencies are actively implementing these measures throughout the season. Furthermore, draft measures have been proposed to prepare for the upcoming wet season starting the next month, May 2026, to prevent and mitigate flooding. These measures are not only designed for the rainy season, but also to help store water for the subsequent dry season. By the end of the next rainy season, we try to keep the water as much as we can. Next, this is the website called the National Thai Water, serve as the primary tool offering detailed map and data on Thailand water situation. Left side display near real data and have the graded and link with the relevant agency database, including rainfall, water level, reservoir status, water quality, and early warning system. At the right-hand side, show the forecast information such as the sunstorm, forecast rainfall, wave height, fresh flood, and salinity. This is we call the ad hoc command center. During the water-related crisis, operations are integrated with more than 30 relevant water agencies to jointly address the situation. The center operates under single command structure, following the Incident Command System ICS, with the Prime Minister or the assigned Deputy Prime Minister serving as the chair. The lower floor serves as the Operations Center of the National Water Command Center. During water-related crisis, it operates 24 hours, 7 days to monitor water situation, conduct analysis, forecast flooded area, and issue early warning. This slide and also present our methodology for monitoring, forecasting, and warning the water-related hazard, which consists of 6 key processes. The first one, we begin with the rainfall monitoring and forecasting, which serve as the foundation for all subsequent analysis. Accurate rainfall data allow us to anticipate potential risks early. Second, we focus on the flash flood and landslide monitoring and forecasting, especially in the high-risk areas such as mountain regions. The third, we conduct runoff and reservoir inflow monitoring and forecasting, which is essential for the water management and dam operation planning. The fourth, we also perform flood area monitoring and elevation using spatial data and satellite information to assess the extent and impact of flooding. The fifth, based on the all integrated data, we implement flood watch and flood warning system to support timely decision making. Finally, we ensure public relation and information dissemination, delivering accurate and timely information to relevant agencies at the public. This integrated approach enables effective and proactive water management. We have the national telemetry network, including about the 2,000 rainfall stations and about the 3,000 water level station and 200 forecasting station. All data are integrated into a centralized system for the real-time monitoring, analysis, and early warning. This will show you the about 6,000 rainfall station covering for whole Thailand. And also we have the 3,200 water level stations and also 211 forecasting stations. We are currently monitoring a significant shift in climate pattern. As you can see from the figure, according to the NOAA long-term ENSO forecast, we expect the transition from the weak El Nino to neutral conditions by the late 2027. The long-term ENSO forecast gives us the broader perspective on climate variability over the next 3 years. The national condition will persist through the 2028 dry and rainy season. However, we are closely monitoring the potential shift toward El Nino like a condition late in this year. The transition is a critical factor for our decision support system or DSS, as it directly impacts our long-term water allocation, strategic and drought risk mitigation for the subsequent dry season. Moving to the rainfall outlook from the April to September this year. Most regions in Thailand are expected to experience lower normal rainfall, particularly during the early monsoon transition in May, June, August, and September 2026. At the April 2026, our national reservoir storage is about 64 capacity, which is roughly 3,000 million cubic meter higher than last year. That we can say that we have enough water for this year. And here we are. This is the Hat Yai flood. It occurred in late 2025, serve as the critical lesson that whole Thailand has seen. We record extreme accumulated rainfall with the Namom reaching over about the 8 millimeter in just 3 days, and maximum 7-day rainfall reached 1,400 millimeter in Jana district. Next, look our flood forecasting and monitoring for the Hat Yai area. On the left-hand side, the schematic show our predictive modeling from 4 key stations. This hydrograph allows us to anticipate the peak water level well in advance. Crucially, on the right, the GISDA satellite imaging from November 24th confirmed that accuracy of our warning. We identify a flood risk area of the 188 square kilometer with the actual inundant area covering 145 square kilometers. As you can see in the green circle, there was a significant impact concern on Hat Yai city. This is the photo of the severe inundation in Hat Yai and flood relief operation in Hat Yai during late of November 2025. Nowadays, on VR, we have utilized 3 primary mathematical flood model platform across the country 22 river basin. HECRAS, InfoWork, and by the DHI that we use the model for the water forecasting. Our primary technical handle include data, fragment data, and the lack of the unified data framework. We often run the rainfall runoff and flood routing model as a separate manual process for the target knowledge transfer and outcomes. We are targeting 4 key area knowledge transfer, HECRAS DSS, architecture, automate HMS-IS linkage, standardized geospatial procedure, and cloud HPD configuration. This is our doing, and thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lerpan Supiran. I appreciate your presentation. I have to mention that in the past that in Thailand, we have many of the organizations who working with the water, not only the clean water, but includes the wastewater as well. Just like Mr. Lerpan present that there are more than 50 organizations who working and collaborate. The working together. The most important thing is how to integrate the policy by the unity. So the ONWR is setting up. So that is one of the two and one of the big policy or big umbrella that can handle and can share the information together. The most thing I would like to share some the benefits that MWA or Metropolitan Water Works Authority looking for the clean water in Bangkok. use the big data from the Royal Irrigation Department or RID. That is one thing that we try to share the big data or big information for the storage level of the water status in during dry season, because we can use that information for planning our soil intrusion and planning for the water production system as well. So this is one of the big benefits and big impact for the short term and long term in MWA management. One of the question, please, from NWR, what from your perspective, what is the most important key for integrate the policy to all of the organization, including the municipality in Thailand as well? Because in Thailand they have around 20 water basin. So one policy and one of the big policy that can launch to another organization. So what is your perspective or what thing you would like to share?
Thank you for your question. As you can see from the second pillar, the water management in Thailand, we consist of the 3 levels. The first is the national level, that we have the committee of the water management. This is the Prime Minister is the chairman. And the second level is the river basin level, that we have the committee of the river basin committee. This is the they will cooperate with the relevant agency in the area of the basin. And the last one is the water user group. That is the people who can gathering and get together to make the water user organization. This is very important, that they will give the issue, and they have the problem is about the water management, and then they can give the project to the river basin committee, and then go to the national committee in the third level. This is how we national level that you can see from the pillar 2. This is how we use for the water management from the policy to the implementation.
I am really appreciate from your answer, Mr. Lerpan. The most important thing is how to take the opportunity and the action from each committee of the basin. Okay. And I would like to mention one thing, that your presentation in the flooding crisis in Songkhla 2025 in the last year. We know that in the last 2 or 3 years in the past, we faced this flooding in Chiang Rai as well. So we think that in the next future, we will face this problem or this crisis again. So what thing you would like to share for the policy or the action that in each municipality can use your big data as well, or what's the action that you would like to share? Please.
Yes, for the north parts of Thailand and also the southern of Thailand, that we have been the severe flooding. Now the Secretary of the General, that we have the policy, which is that about we have 2 things that we have to do. It's about the countermeasure for the water management, which means that we will use like a non-infrastructure and infrastructure. And then now we have the committee in the Hat Yai province, and also in the north of Thailand, in the Nan province, we have the just a moment committee, and then to make the get the solution together. That this committee will show the project planning for short term, medium term, and long term. This is get together with the relevant agency. The output is the project for the in term of the budget, for the how to separate, how to use this project into the timing frame is short term, long term. This is for the water to solve, is the solution from the committee that now in the progress.
Thank you very much, and appreciate for your solution. We do hope that this is one of the big lessons learned from all of the municipality or include another organization as well for using this big data and use this lesson learned for planning and forecast what will be happen in the near future as well. Okay, thank you very much. This is the great time to discuss with you and hearing from your presentation from the Director of the River Basin Management Division from ONWR. Thank you very much, Mr. เลิศพันธ์สุขยิรันต์ ขอบพระคุณครับ
Thank you ขอบคุณครับ
Yes, okay, thank you very much. I would like to move forward to the next topic. After we hear the policy umbrella already, so right now we would like to hear the lesson learned from another country. And in this time, we have the case and very interesting case, and we will hear from the Six Nations Health, Safety and Environment Director of Manila Water from the East Zone. I would like to welcome all of you to join the presentation on the regional infrastructure water management experiences from the Philippines, disaster risk and utility efficiency. Please welcome Mr. Director Quy Buyan.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you see my slide now? Just want to confirm. Okay. Can you confirm if you are seeing the slide?
We'll be waiting for a while. Yes, okay, we can see your slide right now.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here with fellow water professionals from across ASEAN. And thank you for the previous presenter. It's an insightful sharing of their agency. So I've learned a lot from that. So, and thank you, Thai Water, for organizing this forum. I'm Dexter Kibuyan. I'm the Director of Health, Safety and Environment at Manila Water East Zone. My role sits right at the intersection of risk, people, and operations, which is exactly where Resilient lives. Today, I won't talk about resilience as a theory or a policy concept. I'll leave it to the policy developers or policy agencies. I like to share it as something we operate every year, often under very difficult conditions, and hopefully we can reflect together on what applies across ASEAN. So across ASEAN, our countries face different hazards, but the pressure on water utilities is remarkably similar. Flooding in Thailand and Vietnam, earthquakes in Indonesia and the Philippines. Yet our customers expect the same thing: water when they need it the most. Across ASEAN, our countries face different hazards. And as water utilities, we're no longer just service providers. During disasters, we become lifeline institutions, and our performance has public health and social stability implications. As you would know, the Philippines is often described as a natural disaster hotspot. And from an operational standpoint, that's very, very accurate. We experience multiple major typhoons every year, periodic severe droughts from El Nino, and we sit on active fault lines. In fact, we are number 1 for 15 years in World Risk Index. What this forces us to do is move beyond heroic response. We're not proud about that, by the way. We cannot rely on improvisation. Resilience has had to become systematic, planned, and built into daily operations. That's why I often say here in the office, what works for us under frequent disruptions may be useful for utilities that face major events less often, but still need to be ready. The 2019 water crisis has taught us a very important lesson, but the hard way, or learning a very important lesson the hard way. What happened during 2019 water crisis is that there are several water shortages that hit Eastern Metro Manila and Rizal Province in early 2019. Water demand exceeded supply due to reliance take note of this, to reliance on a single source and low La Mesa dam levels and worsened by dry conditions. The impact is millions affected with long daily water outages and the reliance on tankers and other supplies. For the response, we've implemented emergency rationing. There's this government probes which put a lot of pressure on us. And there's actually a threat to revise the water concession contracts. We nearly lose our concession because of this. It's in the news actually. And even the President of the Republic of the Philippines, we've taken his ire on this. Fast forward to 2026. Manila Water now assures stable supply amid water challenges such as El Nino. So in this year up to next year, there's moderate to strong El Nino as shared by our agency or the Pag-asa. Redundancy isn't about over-engineering. It's about buying time. Multiple sources, interconnections between zones, and the ability to isolate damaged sections allow us to keep water flowing, even at reduced levels. Many of the most painful experience or the service disruptions we've seen across the region come from reliance on a single source or single transmission corridor, just like what happened in 2019 water crisis. That is why we have implemented our water security. This is part of the Water Service Improvement Plan, wherein we've adopted the 4 Water System Master Plan. It's the, previously I've shared that we previously had one source, and that is the Angat system. But right now, we are utilizing 4 water system as part of the redundancy measures so that we will not be able to repeat what happened in 2019. We have the Laguna Lake, the sources, and Antipolo systems. And we are maintaining a raw water supply buffer of over 20%. 23% has been reported last 2024. We are continuously doing some demand forecasting, drought stress testing, and climate risk planning. Actually, part of the rate rebasing exercise that we have or we conducted is majority of the investment plan there is dedicated for natural calamities on how we address the climate change, the effects of the climate change, El Nino, even determination of our resiliency in terms of what we call the big one here in the Philippines, or the 7.2 magnitude earthquake, wherein our concession area sits just across or just right on the fault line. So that's a very threat that we have or risk in our company. A key immediate response during the 2019 crisis is the construction of the Cardona Water Treatment Plant in Rizal, which taps Laguna Lake as an alternative raw water source. Phase 1 became operational in March 2019 during the height of the crisis. And Phase 2 was completed in August 2019, significantly boosting output. The plant now supplies up to 100 million liters per day, serving around 800,000 customers in Rizal and the East Zone. This directly reduces reliance on Angat Dam, especially during dry months. Another source that we implemented is the new surface water system independent of Angat, which is previously our single source of water. Manila Water invested in the Wawa-Calawis Upper Marikina River. And then this is exclusively allocated for Manila Water's East Zone. And the design capacity is up to 710 million liters per day at maximum output. This serves as a major bulk water buffer during peak demand and El Nino. This time, although Kaliwad Dam is government-led or the MWSS or Metropolitan Water Works and Sanitation System, Sewerage and Sanitation System, Manila Water has formally aligned its planning with the project because it will directly augment Metro Manila supply. The expected capacity is at 600 million liters per day. the construction is ongoing with target completion in 2026 or this year, and hopefully operational by 2027. It is intended to prevent a repeat of the 2019 shortage by adding a second major water source alongside Angat. Aside from ensuring redundant water sources, we've also integrated risk in our infrastructure planning. Hazard assessments directly affect the asset location and elevation, the structural design, and prioritization of investment. I've stated a while ago that our concession area, this what I'm showing at the right side of the map, that is actually the red zone is exactly where the fault line is, where possible 7.2 magnitude earthquake can happen anytime. So flood-prone facilities are protected differently. Seismic risks are considered in network design, and critical assets are hardened first. This is something I believe is relevant across ASEAN. Remember that risk information should influence investment decisions. In our case, we are a highly regulated water utility in the Philippines. Every investment that we make, it should be the customers are willing to pay, because every investment we make, it translates into tariff, or what in simple term, it's in the water bill, because they are to pay for that, for all of the investment. So we need to be very prudent in our spending and in our investment. That's why we are very, very careful in coming up with any projects, especially in the CapEx projects, because again, risk information should influence every investment decisions. In terms of preparation, aside from the CapEx side, we also have the capacity building, the preparation. We have plans and procedures in place. We have the business continuity plan in place that we've submitted also to our government. And we have a structured incident management team that can easily respond to any incident here in Manila Water. I've stated a while ago about asset in infrastructure. We're also strengthening our assets, and we are conducting a lot of facilities retrofitting to comply with the National Building Code of the Philippines, or the 7.2 magnitude earthquake, that it can withstand the earthquake. And we've also provided some alternative sources. In terms of capacity building, we're also conducting internal bulletins or issuing internal bulletins. We've provided some trainings on water search and rescue. We have floor marshal training and other trainings that will prepare our employees in terms of calamities or any disasters. We're also conducting a series of regular drills and exercises so that it would create a muscle memory for our employees, again, in cases of any emergencies. In terms of response and recovery, we are activating any plan in cases of emergencies, and we have established logistics hubs and work hubs for storage of our contingency spares and alternate office. We've also maximized our existing deep wells, so if as additional sources. We have also a lot of contingency asset that's ready for deployment in cases of emergencies. We have portable water treatment plant that we can actually deploy anytime if there's any water interruption. We've also deployed this in other calamity-stricken areas across the Philippines, and other contingency assets. We've also have backup power and fuel in cases of power failure brought about by any disruption or any power interruption in our country. So that would be all for Manila Water's infrastructure planning and best practices in terms of disaster resilience. Do you have any questions?
Wow, wonderful, Mr. Dexter. Yes, any questions? Wonderful, Mr. Dexter. I am really appreciate for your presentation. This is a very good case study from the Philippines that you face from the drought crisis, right? In the last 2 or 3 years, and you share your lesson learned that not focus only once of the raw water part, right? But right now you have the foment of the water system master plan for using another raw water sources. This problem as well, I would like to share in terms of the MWA, Metropolitan Water Works Authority in Bangkok as well. In the past that we faced the drought crisis as well, and that caused for the soil intrusion that lead the raw water field soil intrusion that affect to many parts of the people in Bangkok as well. So for the long term, we are using the raw water from another source and link the clean water instead to another part from the west part to the east part, just like that. One question, please. Is it available that you can use for the groundwater from the raw water sources? In MWA in Bangkok, right? Normally in the past we try to for the long term, it could be the cost for the land subsidence as well. So that is the thing that we cannot move on or going on for this choice. So I just want to ask from your perspective in Philippine case, is it available or not?
Sorry, I lose my. Are you referring to the deep well for the land subsidence, the use of deep well? Sorry, I lost my audio.
Yeah, okay. I just want to know for the raw water, if this is available to use from the groundwater, not from the surface water only.
Yeah. As much as possible, we are prioritizing surface water and not groundwater. We have a maximum capacity of our deep wells, 58 MLD, and we are not using it on a regular basis. It's more on the worst case scenario if our other sources are not sufficient. And it is also being regulated by our National Water Resources Board. We cannot just use deep well because, again, it's not good for the environment, but because it may cause land subsidence. So as much as possible, we prefer the use of surface water. And I also would like to add to my presentation a while ago. The very reason why we are implementing redundancy or additional water source, because we believe that redundancy is much cheaper than prolonged outages, because we do not want to have some recovery cost on social, political, and reputational. So that's why we are very careful in our CapEx planning or infrastructure planning, considering all the risk, so that, again, the spending would be prudent and our customers are willing to pay. So just a soundbite on that. Yeah.
Wow, interesting. Let's move to another point that we know that you are working under the Metro Manila as well, right? That you mentioned for MWSS, right? So I just want to know for your policy and preparing for the drought crisis or whatever, did you blend or align the policy between the Manila water and Manila water together for using the same resources and for share some clean water as well?
Yes, because Manila Water and Maynila, the other side or the West Zone, we are being regulated by the MWSS. That's the government agency. Because Manila Water and Maynila were both private. We're concessionaires, what we call the concessionaires. Though operated privately, we are being regulated by the government. And even just like what I've shared, even the determination of long investment for the long-term water, we need to have an approval from our regulators if we are going to implement it. Either way, we can invest privately, or the government can actually have the long-term water supply, just like what I've shared in Kaliwa Dam, wherein it's being spearheaded by the government, and we've assisted them because this is a priority project for us.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dexter. The thing I would like to share is the Philippines is really classic, especially in Manila, because it is a very huge scale for the people. It's massive production, and it's the very good lesson learned for the water production system and water partnership as well. Okay, thank you very much. We do hope that to hear many things and many lessons learned from you and see you again in the Thai Water Forum in this July as well. We do hope to see you there.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Dexter Quibuyan, the Health, Safety and Environment Director of the Manila Water East Zone. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, yes, okay, I would like to control the time and moving to another topic. After finish the policy, after finish the case study of the disaster and the regional infrastructure, we are coming to hear and listen the knowledge and lesson learned from the industrial user voice in the topic of the clean water demand and the wastewater management under the stringent ESG criteria. And today we have the Assistant Governor, Strategic and Planning, Provincial Water Works Authority, representative of the Thai Water Works Association or TWWA. Please welcome Mr. Sumethi Charoenwongmit.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. Yes, my name is Sumethi Charoenwongmit. I'm representative of the Thailand Water Works Association. And today I would like to present on industrial user voice, clean water demand and available supply under ESG framework. This topic is reflect a simple but important reality. Water is no longer just a basic utility, but a strategic foundation for industrial sustainability. For water, there are three things that we have to think about water supply. The first is the demand. Demand side, we have to think about also both of quality and quantity. And supply side, now we have to manage our resource, manage our water supply system, and how to use the technology or the AI to manage also both of water treatment system and also distribution system. Yes, and the last one is the ESG to meet the sustainability for every country that focus on ESG and also SDG. Yes, the next, water is essential in almost every industrial process, production, cooling, and water quality control. In Thailand, many industries outside major cities depend on public water supply system. Without clean and reliable water, production cannot continue. At the same time, ESG expectations are increasing, making water a critical sustainability factor. Industrial water demand in Thailand continues to grow steadily. This is especially evident in high-value sectors such as electronic, food processing, and data center. In the Eastern Economic Corridor, for example, industrial expansion is directly driving water demand. Meanwhile, climate variability is increasing pressure on raw water availability. Under ESG, yes, water is linked to all three dimensions: environmental, efficiency, and sustainable use of water resource, and social, equitable access to safe water, and governance, transparency, and risk management. Yes. Therefore, water utility play a key enabling role for ESG success in industry. And key challenge for Thailand. Thailand faces several key challenges. Low water availability is affected by seasonal variation and drought. Industrial demand is concentrated in specific zone, and higher water quality requirements are becoming more common. These challenges require long-term planning and system resilience. For industrial user voice, from industrial user in Thailand, three expectations are clear. First, clean water with consistent quality. And second, reliable supply with no interruption. And third, predictability for long-term planning from the supply organization. Even short disruption can impact entire production line. In simple terms, industry do not just need water, they need certainty. And as last, law of water utility. The provincial water work authority play a key role in supplying water to industrial users across Thailand. This includes ensuring water quality, maintaining supply reliability, and expanding infrastructure. Its role is evolving from a service provider to a sustainability partner. For ESG in action, on the environmental side, PWA focus on efficient raw water management and environmental friendly production. Non-living water reduction is a key priority to improve system efficiency. Smart monitoring systems are also being implemented to ensure operational control and reliability. This initiative strengthens system stability for industrial demand. On the social side, PWA implement the Thai Water Drinking Program and Administration Drinking Water dispenser to improve access to clean water. On the governance side, ESG knowledge is developed through e-learning program recognized by the Stock Exchange of Thailand. A sustainability master plan aligned with the UN SDG is also in place, supported by transparent governance and risk management system. And conclusion of my presentation, clean water is the foundation of industrial development. Reliable supply is essential for ESG success, and collaboration is the key to sustainability. The Provincial Water Works Authority remains committed to strengthening water system to support both economic goal and sustainability, because ultimately sustainability industry start with sustainability water supply. Thank you very much.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you very much, Mr. Sumethi Charan. Normally, I would like to respect that all of organizations that we are the water partner, we are all active and working with and follow the SDG number 6, that is the clean water and sanitation. Yes, that is the big impact and big keyword that we have to focus together. For this session, we hear about the industrial user voice. Normally, I have the information as well that MWA and PWA, we are working with the Industrial Estate Authority of Thailand. So many plans of the water management, we do integrate and we do align the policy together for working in the long term. One of the keywords that the industrial water can be working in the sustain is the CSV and the CSR with the community around that area. There are many lessons learned and many projects that is very interesting in Thailand to show how the community around that estate have the activity together and have the benefit together, because the huge or the massive of the volume water used in the industrial sector, but have to balance to the community in that place as well. That is very interesting issue as well. I just want to ask you from your perspective, Mr. Sumethi, what do you think, how about what is the most challenging thing in the future and how to prepare or tackle this challenge in your point of view, please?
Okay. I think in Thailand now, I think big challenge maybe about the data center demand. I think this is a big challenge in Thailand because the data center demand is very high. When they need demand, they will start 1, 2, 3 at a very high demand. Then we have to check our water supply to meet their demand. But now in Thailand, maybe I'm not sure, but for PWA, we have contact from the business company about the data center. Maybe there are more than 10 companies to connect us to ask about the water supply for his business. And in the Eastern Corridor, first in Eastern Corridor, 3 provinces that we have the find the supply to support the demand from the sector. That I think that this is a big challenge in Thailand. How to buy the water supply to meet the data center that are very high demand. That happen in 1 or 2 years. We start from 0 to 100%. That they need 1 or 2 years. We have to prepare in only 1, 2 years. But in lucky, we have a supply that maybe in 3 provinces of Thailand, Chachoengsao, Chonburi, and Rayong, that we have to supply demand. Yeah. We have remain maybe 30% of the water supply, our supply, to supply the data center business. Yeah. And now we can use the remaining capacity that we have to supply them. And for next, we have to change our project that we prepare for the sector or other sector, right? Resident, business, and institution, other industry. And we have to think about the project that we will start in 2 or 3 years. We have to change to improve by add demand from data center. That is important because we have to add the more budget to prepare, to improve, to upgrade our plan to supply the data center. Yes.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you very much for your very interesting information. In fact, the MWA and PWA, we do have many projects together. One of the most important things, I just want to link back to the ONWR or the National Office of Natural Water Resources is how to blend and how to integrate synchronized data for using the benefits from this big data together. I have one message from my friend that said it's one of the big challenges that I think every where in the world for the water sector we will face together is the energy crisis as well. Right now, in every organization have the impact and have the problem for the shortage of the energy, including the cost of everything will be increased. So that is one of the big impact from the crisis of the international war as well. So we don't know how soon it might be occur or how come in the future that it might be happen and affect to us together, including another way, just like the phenomenon of the earthquake as well. In the last year that Thailand, we faced the earthquake. So many infrastructure, we have to use this opportunity to plan, to check the infrastructure structure, including if happen the worst case, what thing we have to do. That is called one of the keyword is the crisis management. So I think this is one of the keyword and one of the perspective that in every water partner could looking together and could planning together. So I think this is the good chance that in every organization can share and can learn from each other. And we do hope that the next water forum that we will face together on during the 1st to the 3rd of the July is one of the stage. and it's one the opportunity that we can face and share every knowledge together. Yes, okay, from online audience, any questions or any recommendations or what thing you would like to share us more? I think this is very, very beneficial and very fruitful for sharing the case and lesson learned together. คุณวรรณปรานครับ would you like to share something more during this three interesting topic today?
I think every speakers provide very useful information here, and I believe that they are truly the expert in this one. And then I hope that this webinar will be useful for any like missing audience here. They can have the rerun later on the YouTube as well. So I think we are leaving some things at the footprints on the internet, so people can look back and see about update about the Thailand situations, policy, and what we are planning ahead. And I hope there is opportunities in Thailand for the overseas investors to come and cooperate and work together with the Thailand to lift up the water industry and also collaborate for the future.
Yes, very much, Kun Wannapran. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I have to mention that this is just only the kick-off, right, for the webinar, and we will see the real stage on the Water Forum. That is the 10th year anniversary of Water Forum. This in this topic of this year is the regional reading exhibition for the egg water transforming the region future with the sustainable water solution. I think it is the great opportunity that all of us will see each other and can update some lessons learned and some knowledges together. We do hope that this is the good starting point of this year, and we do hope to see all of water partnership in the Water Forum in Thailand at Queen Sirikit National Convention Center. We do hope that this time is a good chance for all of us to share each other, and it brings us to the end of presentation today. We do hope everyone would be enjoy and could have the chance to see each other in the future. Thank you very much. สวัสดีครับ
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay.